another exciting moment of sports. Well, Fambul, good evening, live from television SLBC Channel 24 with a broadcast from Mena Ilna Makeni. Now, so I will welcome you at the very first edition of Weekend Sports on television inside 2021. With top stories inside the show today, the Bombali District Football Association will not end a press conference. We said they update journalists about the current executive will don't take up the mantle of the Bombali District Football. And also another story when about local football na Makeni also we said the closets, the young closet football tournaments they don't end na the Pilap playing field. We said the Pilap All Stars we actually be the champions and we don't crown them. And of course the Resident Minister, not Honorable Abu Abdullahi Koma, don't donate 40 bags of rice, we now 25 kg. You will full detail, you will get some also. And the Leone Football Association President, Madam Aisha Yuansi, we don't address Premier League club them on Thursday, now the opening of the first Premier League board training of club administrators and match commissioners them will be actually happy in the presidential lodge inside Sheikh Stephen and Fritzon. And inside the international sports, we will bring you the very best. And today, we will bring you a story, 8 things them where you don't know about Saidu Mani, when are the African star. Plus the transfer updates as the January transfer window, we will update you both local and international transfer. And sadly for Arsenal fans, we are the defending champions of the English Emirates FA Cup. We now the FA Cup, Arsenal actually don't come out of the FA Cup after we then suffer a 1-0 defeat at St. Mary's Stadium at the hands of Southampton. Well, now we can start the program with our Weekend Sports. And with first story, the Leone Football Association don't end a training for club administrators and match commissioner them nationwide. Also we get the Northern region also be represented. And with me now the studios this evening, we get two special guests at the show. We are the Secretary General for the referees in the Northern region. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Presenter.
Yeah, it's good having you here.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Of course, the very first training for club administrators and match commissioners will happen midweek on Wednesday and Thursday, and we say the Football Association President, Madam Aisha Yuansi, actually addressing her. But first, give me an update rather than the representative where the region gets and that particular training.
Yeah, first of all, I want to commend the district FA, both the district and the region, for giving the opportunity for going and represent the region in the just concluded training. We have to do with commissioners and football administrators. And of course, you know, the north for now is divided into 2 halves. You get the northwest and the northeast. So, and it pleases the regional chairperson for divide the representation into 2. Okay. We get 4 from northeast and 4 from northwest. So a total of 8. We go and represent the region.
Okay. So then the one like we get any female representative out of the 8?
No, unfortunately for the northeast, we don't get no female, but for northwest, we get 1 representative. We go and represent the region because, and you know, for now, refereeing generally, we get 2 different set of administrators with the 1 and the region. For northeast, for now, we get Ibrahim Barrychina, and for northwest, we get Wolansi Rose Jr. Okay. So the 2 chairpersons, I think they get the mandate for filling names of people who will then choose say for go and represent the region. So in all, we get 8 representatives. We I believe a very fine number for going to represent the region as a whole.
What's the major focus of the training? What is the training there about?
Now, beginners training and a freshers training for commissioners because over the years for some of we don't privilege for they go on short courses, so we don't commission matches with it. We still get new people into the profession where they believe say because not just you being a ref, you not just being you somebody a football fan, but you must have been an administrator into the game. So there are people that are coming in for the very first time. It's both the freshers and in-service training for those that have been there. At least for keeper seats, everybody the fresh, everybody the mindset of people. So whenever you are there, I think you can know exactly what you did it for. and he will showcase himself today in the job description.
Okay, most of the time it can be a challenging for people who they actually follow the game, and also some of these players where they play the game. How much can do like for interpret some of the laws there for them?
Yeah, one of the challenging things we get in football now has to do with the new amendment. Amendment for every June every year, and FIFA and CAF can amend based on the challenges that they get and make sure they send the amendment to we as officials at national level. But the problem we've been having, we not to get a kind of privilege wherein the club and administrators, team managers, coaches could be opportunity between the short amendment. And these are also the things we call as football administrators and commissioners. Because if people are not well informed into the game, these are all challenges. Because ignorance of the law is no excuse, and the officials are there to interpret the laws. And if people are not too afraid, these are some of the problems we've been facing over the years. And these are some of the things I believe we will act on and say exactly how we will build upon them. Because if somebody, a player, a coach, don't know exactly what they do, when the match officials are there to execute the laws or the rules generally, most of the time, people go look at them in a different way and believe for just going to righteous conduct, because to them they think the referee don't go the other way. But if they are properly educated, having seminars wherein they are well informed, I think we will promote the game in your own level. FIFA they send in some of their amendment there to we expect we for able interpret some of these things to club level, district level, but everybody understand. But we don't get what it take, because remember, we as commissioners, we are limited in our activities based on results. As referees generally, limited in your activities based on results.
How can you get support from the district referees?
Then the support we, but when it's come to financial support, not all the time we haven't shown support, I must say. Because remember, I'm on here now, I must be mindful of what I'm saying. Not that they are not supporting us, but when it's come to financial aspect, like training of short nature, I think into a team where we always benefit, I must say.
Okay. Of course, Ina Simfula, the secretary for the North Region Referees Association. Mr. Fuller, now we look at the Leone Premier League. It kickstarts the 19th February. Looking at the preparation with the region, we also now don't put in place, which is to get better representation in terms of referees.
And it's been a while. The COVID-19 don't disturb football generally, and our officials are off active role and functions now. Remember, you cannot just take these guys to officiate top Premier League matches, we of which, so for we as a region, with a little resource we get as a district level, at a regional level, I think with the thing for having in-service training, refreshers training for officials and the region, because as administrators, I think we have a responsibility not to just follow rely on the district FA, national FA, we self careful, make sure we play our own part. We try to do training for the officials, them. Both those are in the class 1 elite level, or even those are not within that particular perspective. We want to bring everybody on board. They'll get training where at least we'll capture everybody. They'll refresh the minds of officials. So when they are there, I think they're able to showcase themselves. Remember, we'll get 7 referees into the ongoing Premier League for last year. And let's say again the same number maintained.
So how many class 1 referees will get?
For class 1 referees, we have 12. But the 12 now for when it comes to elite, because elite are the highest class in referee. So the elite referees will get 7, and those elite referees have been doing well over the past Premier League. So having them again, I think now allowance to we as a district, and we advocate for getting more into the Premier League. Why? The more referees you get in the Premier League, the more opportunity you get, because when you get in the Premier League, you consider being an elite referee, and when you're elite, you will be an opportunity to go to CAF and FIFA. And that's something that I would try to promote. At regional level, we can only boast of 1 FIFA referee. But Ibrahim Barrychina from Tokoreli. And we want to increase that number. That's our dream. And these are the things we are trying to improve. So increasing the number of referees winning in the Premier League, I think we're able up to a plus 2 for able to achieve with dream. So for now, having 1, I think I still get something to fight on. We still get something to fight on, including with the district FA. For us, exactly how we improve on that. So we try to increase the number, which is 7, so we get more Premier League referees into the league, so that we're able to continue for fight and compete with the Western area. Because our target and our dream, for that we always stay at par with the Western area, so that people will be able to see the best of we as at this level.
So what are some of the challenges one can face?
A lot. The female referees always be marginalized. Can get that kind of thing for coming to the profession. Some of them think when it comes to refereeing, it's something the job is not lucrative. We still get people within the community when they get that kind of encouragement to us officials within the profession. So I think we have to try to change the mentality, the mindset of people. So now we able to bring the female officials within the game. Remember, when you have female officials within the game, you get more opportunity because female referees and just too easy for them to go to CAF and FIFA. And now we have male referees that we are working on. Honestly, to me, I can certainly represent in any perspective I believe they could perform because when it comes to education wise, I think we have officials that are graduates. Some of them are now pursuing their law courses, and we have officials in universities and colleges. So for us as a district, I think wherever we ask our officials to at least represent us, we get that kind of confidence and they go and represent you well because one of the things we try to maintain, we not just bring in Jack and Jason to the profession. We always make sure we find two more officials then, make sure we have the best. So whenever we ask them to go and represent us, not just about refereeing, but I think we have people that are up there we believe they will get where we represent we are in everybody we would expect. So for us now, I think we compete with the Western area, we were able to catch up from the national level, not just refereeing. Once we referee them, despite refereeing now, he has to come. Even if you are not active, but you must have a dream, you must have something to do. When somebody go decide to look at you, say you are lucrative. So refereeing is about integrity and about your own very self. Not just that, because let's go back to history. Before this time, when we talk about refereeing, people will just come into the profession thinking somewhere where you officiate, given you pittance, maybe low, little bit on warrior, where you go make a living. But without refereeing, what time you own life? What you be able to achieve? So now we try to fine tune the profession. We make sure say those who will feel they will serve the institution for a very long time who believe so represent us well. I think that the one they will encourage. So in general, I think we are up to the moment and we are up to the task when it's come to football generally.
Okay. So when actually when our forms then are available, we don't talk to one of the key challenges when a girl, female, when a woman they for take part in referee business. So the region has to post how many female referees?
Yeah, we get 5 in the region. We need to find number for week because a whole region, will boast of 5 female referees. So one for try for increase the number. For the forms, we don't always open, but we get criteria we'll look at. Because this
so when form they out?
The form is always available. It depends if you are qualified.
What thing will qualify for?
You must be lettered. You go for people read and write and complete, and you communicate in simple terms.
Okay.
Because as official, most often one of the things we find out when you're in the field of play, you don't get that kind of command. You cannot communicate in terms, and for make sure say even the players understand you. And most often we can ask officials for use the Queen's language. Because there are moments people begin to see the kind of authority in you. Yeah. And even your appearance as a referee. Before this time, you can see a referee going to fill the boots, passing swam, a chair there and there. Now we have players' equipment. Even the players look at the office now and admire them.
So like the equipment.
Based on the way in the referee language, payment work is it. In the referee, you say, we have matches within the municipality. The sum that we receive is not commensurate to the job what they do. Because people know.
So out of the matches they do, they get.
Yeah, as a responsible administrator, I think we also get a decision for make. From the things we receive yearly, I think we save something. So we upkeep officials there for make sure say when they appear in public, everybody will look at them.
Most of the key team them wiki come up, like we referee, the ref now the censor. For Europe they get communication so we then can communicate with the censor referee. But Africa, most of it like quite watch game now so feel no communication. You can see the Allah the Allah to the referee and the fans they're not happy because they take and say then they influence the referee for take a wrong decision or a decision where you not be wanting. So how exactly we are not ready for put things in place where like we communicate to ourselves now the feel we the fans they not actually know the communication we go ahead.
We just get for use that perspective. Why my brother and I just answer a question. We don't get communication gazette. A gazette is the instrument you use to communicate. This is Africa. What's important? If I call John Mohammed Fuller upside,
I don't make
a lot of venture. We don't write to up to Slaffer. So many promises been made, but yes, still we dey follow up. We know say we will not succeed, but we dey follow up because in life you get for continue, for continuity. So one of the things, if it's an offside and the referee in the right position for see flag where they up, it's applicable for let you tell the referee, John, it's an offside because we don't have the cassette. And I know we sit down, you watch an offside play, the referee will respond to me and I'll call him. Maybe somebody look at him differently and say you influence the referee, but to us it's not influence. It's about communication. If I have the gazette, I can just communicate directly. Yeah. But because you don't get what you take, I take it for use. That means even when we are in colleges and universities, they take it for improvise. Okay. Use the little available resource for let you continue with what you want to do. So if you don't have the gazette, what's expected of us? I can call you by name. What's important? We know we get the right decision we make. Then I sit down, I quiet, and the right thing happen. People, the fans look at the other thing, and we know we interpret the law to the latter. So what's important? We shout, we hide out somebody and inform me about the decision. What's important, we will move towards at far and get the right decision taken. Because if we not take the right decision, what do you expect? The same fans will turn back to we say these referees are not professional. So we just expect SLAFA, CAF, FIFA for able to respond to we allow get communication gazettes. And my brother, for refereeing in Africa is difficult. Now in Europe we talk about the VAR. These are all advanced treatment. So nobody learn for the celebrate footballers we do refereeing here.
Okay.
It is about sacrifice. So you don't have the gazettes, you don't have the VAR. Where are we? But yet still we are able to at least give the right decision. Even though there are lapses, but we are trying to improve.
And only one referee winner, Amara, actually gets FIFA badge.
Yeah, the reason being, let us respond to that. I know I don't want to be double because I'm not part of SLAFA. But this year, I think we not get high intensity test where the officials they get that test for they're able and assess them for FIFA. And the moment you not get the test, you are not opportunity to go to FIFA. But for just Amara, we just name over the years, it be known now the FIFA list. So if the private now and a female referee, you cannot tell. Maybe she must be impregnated, and what will happen? You go tell them up the game. Yeah. So you look at us and then just grab this opportunity now for just inclusion to the FIFA list. Now the all the FIFA get free for now in Sierra Leone for this year because of the COVID. Okay. But believe say after the COVID we get new names for coming into the profession. We believe say we will change the free in general.
So finally, as they left me, this thing will not go do so. This administrators and match commissioner thing. Whose impact will you feel say that they will create to the entire referees? Now that Una 8 don't go represents for CLBS, Una can create changes to the other and we actually not doing
a lot. And to football administrator, before this time, the club managers, coaches not to offer with the new amendment. And during the training, some of those things we are discussed, even though that day is not enough for letting everyone understand the new amendment. Because remember, they are not referees, they are not match officials. So giving them that training for a day or two is not enough. So we still employ the service of football administrators for bringing them again for further professional engagement towards the game. Okay. For us, we go to, I think I am an ex-referee. When it comes to football generally, me now once a commissioner. So I am not new to the profession. So those guys that are new to the profession now are commissioners that are in between, get for time to catch up with the profession. The issue of security must be in the hands of SLAFA or in the hands of commissioners. If I go take care of me for pay you, whether I ask you for do A, you get for do A. Because if you don't perform, I think these are some of the things you get for improve. But over the years, these are challenges. A lot more, of which I believe so. In subsequent programs, I will come for explain all of plenty and let the public people understand.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Of course, in the Secretary General for the Referees Association at the Northwind and Sinfula, we will actually join you inside Weekend Sports on SLBC Television, Channel 24. Fan will continue for watch and we will bring you the very best. Family, welcome back to the program winner SLBC Weekend Sports on Television, Channel 24. Of course, the resident minister, North Honorable Abu Abdullahi Koman, we don't donate 40 bags of rice, winner 25 kg to the Bombali Sheboa Football Club. And of course, we young reporter, winner Augustine Ibrahim Barrychina, and even interviewed the resident minister.
Time I was watching, and yesterday unfortunately the team not being trained during Malaysia Warriors. But I come today to bring food from UNRS, weighing 40 bags of that, to let them give to each player a sign of motivation. To let the ball and put all their attention on it because food is very essential. Any way they do athletics or sport, get food, it will be very difficult for them to make meal. So when we usually provide the support we then need to make sure this thing qualifies to be
But somebody will say why food at this time where maybe they would expect football kits or other stuff there. Because for some time football not be the play. Maybe they will need other football gears then for play. Why food at this time?
We don't provide all the training kits and only for kind display them. It's just unfortunate because we then count the rest, they meet the players in the field. Because I'm not in the time for them to expose them. But equally very important to them for them to bring them, for them to talk to them, and make use of the opportunity. And the whole family will watch and see what they have. Because they do and for let other people except copy from this time. Because as a leader, if you provide the leadership, others they follow. Because if we all go into football and support their youth, one, the benefit, you don't reduce the unemployment rate. Because all the while, what they do now, then choose to be footballers than are self-employment. We then don't create for themselves. It's left to we the authorities and now for let we go and support them, for let them achieve their own dreams. And if they achieve their dreams, the benefit not just they go to their own family, they go to Sierra Leone. So now that we they look at. I not care on the basis of politics. I come on the basis of football. For let we support the young players and for let they achieve. Whether they achieve, Sierra Leone they stand tall.
We get to see this continue for the team.
Of course, yes. Not to today I begin them. I don't do them. Some of them they pay for them college fee. Some of them they pay for them wash fee. Some of them they pay for them school fees. Not to today go ask them to tell you that. Not to today. I don't do them before I be minister. Okay. And I go do them more.
Okay. So any plans today for extending to other teams?
Yes, of course, because they do them. When I see even Leone Stars where then they train, I don't go there. I say on Monday I will provide my own contribution to them, and I give to the coaches. I don't need to explain that. Okay. And the last time when they are, they know. They go tell you. I not left for talk. They go tell you the contribution where I can do to football. Okay. And not just the limit and to me own team, and the extend and to other teams because mina everybody is servant. But specifically, even when me na Bombali Shebora FC supporter, me na CEO na Bombali Shebora, but I keep quality support other teams because me na a philanthropist. Okay. I know they pick for goodness. Okay,
shortly from now, maybe the team go prepare for go on playoffs. Any hopes there? You get any support, any motivation, or something going for left?
Well, one of the things is way I don't demonstrate because na two-track approach. Me as the CEO. Will provide the needs of the players. So then say for prove to me say when they qualify. And when they qualify, then they left everything with me and make sure say I provide for them where their dreams will be then will achieve their own dreams.
Malasan kama ite Palacio.
Today, when I received some guest supply from the resident minister and a member of that team. First, I feel for receive this kind of support.
I'm really happy for this. I'm CEO too, so I'm really happy for this. Huge motivation to the players. Them really happy for this one.
Okay. This now something we wanna be need at this moment, or wanna be get other thing we wanna be need or prior to this.
Yeah, we really need this one because presently we're going into an intensive training, so we need this one at this moment. We really need them.
Okay. Shortly from now, the team the prepare for the playoffs. So, what's word of hope you want for left to the fans then?
I tell all fans of Bambali Shebora this time around. The grace of God, now we will tell this. We must keep this thing to the Premier League.
Of course, now the studio also adults the public relation officer for the Bombali Shebora Football Club winner Paulo. Good evening and welcome to SLBC Television Channel 24.
All right, a very good evening and pleasure being here.
Okay. Of course, give you a rundown of that particular donation with the resident minister do.
Okay, as you don't get some clear additional from that in video interview, and this initiative we don't come way back from the resident minister, but due to a busy schedule, we will get the right time. But yesterday will be the right time for the meet with the team and give them kind of a guest today, and it'll be very much, very much appreciated by the general membership of the Bombali Shebora Football Club. And before they give that donation, they make several statements and we very much clear to stakeholders, people that we concerned about football business, the support football business that let them only look at Bombali Shebora as a political team. Bombali Shebora an ordinary football club, and he as a resident minister, despite him being from the angle of a political will. And we say we support football because they love football. They're only part of football for quite a long time. They're only part of this team since 1998 up till now. Not being him, he being a resident minister now, go permit him for say no. Let me not go and support again Bombali Shebora or Leone go do no. Now that's really the time for manifesting now. Yes, I've been there. The struggles of Bombali Shebora.
So as we talk, how many bags of rice now is this time?
We received 40 bags of rice from the resident minister. We now 25 kg. Each so far will be there yesterday, and we also make another promise for give finance, but Ebisela will hold on to that. It will get on back to be as things to go on. But the 40 bag of rice win at 25 kg, and there will be be given yesterday, the presenter yesterday that the Makeni also feel.
Okay. Continue for those inside the program, Winner Weekend Sport, to the watch live on SLBC Television, Channel 24. We welcome you back to the program. We go to the next story. Inside the Bombali District Football Association, we don't end a press conference. Beside them, they call journalists and the Makeni also feel and update them about the change of executive. Well, one part of the key thing they will be lead so that they then say if they're not been do a change of executive, the districts for only benefits one vote from the upcoming SLFA election will get for take place in Makeni. So, well, the post will be the act as the vice president for the Bombali District Football Association, winner Suleiman Sila. Now they serve as the chairman for the Bombali District Football Association, and I've been they part of that press conference day, and I've been talked to on this interview.
Well, not just something was strange, because I don't find myself inside the office for so many years. Being a part of the chairship of this particular district, I don't serve as the vice chairman. And we all know say this na job, this one we very heavy, then it's tedious. Then we get the current chairman where they serve as the regional secretary for the Northeast. Then it just look at and say based on load, too much of load, and it busy with other administrative activities them or duties them at the region. Then EC say me okay, at the serve well at the office, are able to deliver, are able to take the mantleship of that chairship. So it didn't necessarily say it better let it just drop out than allow me to continue with the office. Since he's satisfied, say I will able to serve the office perfectly, then at the same time now instead we're able to get a perfect continuity in the regional office as the regional secretary.
You know, so many changes and they won't make, but one part of the key way observation. So whether in new executive way they will put. Now do any other changes on adjust your position?
Well, slight changes. Of course, I mean they serve as the vice chairman, so automatically that position will be vacant. So that make we bring in Mr. Abdul Koroma for let occupy that seat there as the vice chairman, because we all know say now somebody will be on the room now the administration. Sometimes they do serve as chairman. The case where they get lapses, then they serve as secretary. So you get a broader base there inside the administration. So the administration just deem unnecessary say he will be the best person to take that position. When I am the Sembu Koroma, he take that. Then also we try to make a slight changes to the youth office. So now we get Abbas Jallo as the youth coordinator for the Bombali district. So now in the serve that area. Then Adam Swin at the PRO2 for the Bombali district, now in the serve as the regional coordinator for youth.
Okay. Well, according to my understanding, they say the changes happen because the previous chairman of BDFA, not for them being get rights for votes now the upcoming election. I don't know if you confirm them or not.
Well, strongly, not so that's not the reason. But the only thing I'm aware for member is maybe for anything we can happen, he can get the positive result out of him.
Yeah.
The man do this thing based on the load job way again and age, and he gets other administrative things and personally way he can do in his own life. Then he happen for be the chairman for the district, we qualify him for be a regional representative. Then the office where he occupy now the administrative office that one day. So automatically that's going to be a very big burden for him. So he thinks say if I reduce this, but how you go reduce this if you not get a perfect representation? So since in convince me as in vice go able for represent him, so he just say well you will continue here. But at the end of the day, that also will be another benefit for the district. Why? Because for anything we get for do with voting, for anything we get for do with commitment, you understand, through the chairship then automatically while Ingo Dede now as secretary, then me go happen for Dede as the chairman. So automatically now just a benefit in disguise. You understand? But you don't get nothing for do with that. Now for let it just make itself easy and allow all the offices there for operate perfectly. That is all.
So what's in when actually the playoff they start? Division
well, the playoff will not go able for give dates as a district office, but according to what we get from the regional meeting we meet, then we don't begin bring to the guys, then it will be very soon. Because now they don't give you the name stem, we don't almost get the name stem of the team stem. Out of the 7 at the district, we don't get 5. Then, we don't get 6. So now we wait from now to 4 to 5 o'clock. If we're not able to get the other one, then we'll submit the other one there. So we believe after that submission day, we will get dates very soon. And that date should come from the regional body.
You being the new chairman, what's in the people of the region for expect from you?
Continuity. Because the people of the region already know than Asila. You understand? They know how they do me own thing them. So nothing they change. Now that's no more they continue for do.
Who changes so if you say go bring calm?
Well, I dey pray for Allah bring positive change if there is a negative one. But what no one understand is life can't go without negative and positive. You understand? These are the articles that you use. You understand? You must work with them. But the only thing is try very hard, let the positive, let it outweigh the negative. And always try to destroy the negative ones. So I believe say my life always I dey go and positively. So I not think say I get anything for change. But what I remember here is I dey think for that and more. So positivity to positivity. I think say now that's what I dey pray. Message, collaboration, cooperation. Believe in yourself. I try for believe in myself so that I will deliver to you well. Then you respect me administration. Then I will try for respect you. Then we will work as a team for see how we will develop the game. Because the game you get plenty benefits in it. It help economically, it help socially, it help morally, it help politically. So I believe so for all put them together as Sierra Leoneans, as people then from Bombali, then I believe so they get peace and unity. And with peace and unity, they get stability. And stability na in the help una for long develop. And without development, na suffer na in the inside. And entertainment no go there if you na suffering though. Because you know they say they go enjoy if you're angry. Na lie or na true. You no go say they laugh if you're angry. You no go say they laugh if you cry. No way. So stability na the weapon to develop.
Fambu, welcome back to SLBC, and also welcome to the program with our Weekend Sport on Channel 24. So the next story, the Young Closet football tournament, they don't end successfully in the Pillar playing field. Who said the cash prize for the winner now 1 million euros. Of course, that tournament, we bring about 8 teams then from different communities for take part, and landing at the very first tournament for like Pillar All Stars win at the Pillar playing field. And the Pillar All Stars team they play with Combo FC, a team we come up from Binkolo, and they beat them 3-0. And the team they also get red card. Now so the final bingo leg. The Young Closet Creation Football Gala 2021 na a tournament will be the play na the Pillar playing field na Makeni. We say 8 teams then be the battle for the cash prize wey na 1 million euros. Teams then been draw across from different communities. We been get teams that like the Pillar All Stars, Combo FC, Talent Rangers, other team then way they close to the Pillar community. Mankne they all been get representative na this particular tournament. According to the co-organizer of the tournament, when Labaika we organizer for Suleiman, in decide for organize this tournaments because in parents the way na mama come out from the Pillar community as a way we go able give back to the community. Also in parents then come out and say one for use football for unite the community, more especially young people we see football as their hobby. Well, now the final OBC Usai Pillar All Stars been play against Combo FC, a team we come up from Binkolo. Well, Pillar All Stars been happy for be the champions of the tournament. Usai them beat Combo FC 3-0. Now the final, Combo been gets red card. Just after where the match be don't end, I talked to the team captain for the Pillar All Stars. We happy for be the goalkeeper we na Lamin A for na this he been gets for sale.
Well, I feel so proud because this is the first time where Pillar All Stars they will win now Palapia, but I'm really so proud for winning this competition. Okay.
So this Pillar All Stars, they make up of all players the way they are, or players the way they represent different teams?
Well, players the way they are, and then formally with this team, this Pillar All Stars, and they can look again Pillar All Stars.
Now that we win this, what's the next preparation?
Well, in next preparation, I follow our chief myself move to another place where we say I will play standard football where the country will see me and the whole world will see me.
All right.
As you say, and this will make una first time for win competition and this una failure. So wetin be the problem during una own previous team and to this one now? So I go able to compare them.
Well, the previous team, the lack of management and lack of training, that's why we dey play competition now. We not be able to win competition now. But mainly we don't get the management where they manage you small and you get a very brilliant young coach where they coach we. They put me to modalism where we make we able to play football then. It's really empowering. They can any day we able to train as a team. That's why I make really win this league.
Finally, you message to the fans the week as a boxer today.
Well, I thank to the fans there where they can support me. I thank to everybody and even now the journalists there. I thank Tina and the commentator and the organizer of the tournament. I thank them very much for make we play football at Palapia for the first time after the corona, after the ban, for the first time playing at Palapia. So I thank to anybody who supports me.
As same way so go before and talk to the losing side when Kombo FC then captain when Lamin Conte. Lamin say despite the fact say they lost, then team na young coming up players then form this particular team. So this could be a boost to them foresee how best then go unite and get a formidable team, and he optimistic say if they continue with them training and hard work themselves, they one day go win cup. He been get this for say.
Well, I'm really glad because I'm surprised at the team. I expect much from make them beat the past team because we are coming up team, we are young blood, and at this corona make this team also one look scattered. But a young blood team we don't come up with from since 2019 to 2021. So I really admire the team because we just can't decide the game.
Who say if you say that they go on, we make una suffer this heavy defeat?
Well, I see some lapses them from the coach, then the changes because I see the number 2 and number 3, then they give me some hell of aching. Like me on the number 6, then they give me some hell of pressure. So I not be able to go cover and cover and so that not the only changes we for don't do for me. We have for say if I come play the game fine way before equalize. But the changes we for do you not do and they not gamble the game for me.
Many people they call it Thiago. How you can forget Thiago name?
Well, me. The committee, I go mean I'm Italian Cambia.
Okay.
So I deserve for getting Italian Cambia. Not only give me name now, me fans then give me that name the Italian Cambia.
Before the red card, you be optimistic so now we will win.
Well, I get the confidence for say we'll forget victory against them and there also. But it's not God say we know they win and we don't try level best from since starting. It will be the struggle. Say we cancel this finals issue. I'm really glad because I never go finalist. I'm the first finalist where I witness.
Most of the team there, where they lost final and scatter. So what's the next for now?
Well, as for in encouragement, no more we give yourself, we talk to the player and for them take courage, And the first finalist for you interfere.
Finally, you message with fans, they will support you.
Well, I just say no more sorry to them make them there. But normally we do how they make up the next gala. I think for part we perform well.
The honorable na the constituency winner honorable Kemzo, he say despite where he not receive invitation from the organizers in as somebody where they work with the youths them will leg football and decide for show up na the final, and Usai he be make a statement say he want for organize a friendly match between Pilap team and that of Oxford, and Usai he don't put 1,500,000 for the winner of that particular friendly match where in one for organize go play on February 14 winner Valentine Day. Usai the winner go get 1,500,000.
Of course, for give an update as the new dates don't come out for Ladies Leone Premier League starts when all eyes go there next month. When February 19, where the Leone Premier League will kickstart. One of the teams then, when Sierra Leone top flight side, when Bo Rangers Football Club actually starts in training, and the new signing when Momo Conte, with plenty people they call Xavi, be also the part of the very first training session. The Sierra Leone Football Association Electoral Committee, they don't pull one press release for tell the football families and say the submission
process, and also they don't receive form and additional document them from officials them, then they don't come to end on the 18th January 2021. 16 out of the 17 nominees we don't submit the necessary document them. Where the committee also go before for announcing the period for protest against all candidates there will be done officially start from Monday, when at the 18th January 2021. And anybody who want for protest for address a letter to the General Secretary of the Sierra Leone Football Association until Monday, when at the 25th January at around 5 p.m. Well, 5 people in the vying for the presidential position. We get Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, Aisha Johansen, Kofi Dinyako, Rodney Michael, Thomas Dali Bremer, and Vice President one, we get Anthony Navo Jr., Augustine Campbell, Bremer Kamara, Idrissa Tarawale, Ali Badara Tarawale, and Francis Amara Kunowa. They're all vying for the VP position. And the ex-official position, we get 6 people, winner Abdul Kunasi Rollins, John D. Disa, Hercules, and Mohamed Souri Jallo, Ramatullah Kamara, and Sharif Bai. Mohamed Souri also a sports reporter for Amza Radio. Quick one, that bring you quick into this. All eyes good in Makeni inside the SLFA Congress, therefore take place. Elective Congress, therefore take place.
Yeah, it's been a while we don't engage campaigning towards that. For then we get the dates for that particular 10 day, and finally don't come into progress. And where the Salon Football Association, the elective Congress don't finally they don't issue out a date. Which will be the 25th and 26th of February 2021. This time Makeni. And of course, finally we don't get the finalism for the presidency side, the vice president and the ex-officials all don't come in together, despite we get challenges where people, some of the candidates will then be late for getting a nomination. That was a huge problem, including the former legend and winner Mohamed Kalon. Then be late for getting your nomination on that particular day. So this belongs up to a lot of hiccups, a lot of challenges. But it is what it is. These are waiting with the call says. We own football. We own natural something. We always observe this country. So if you don't get to that apex level, we don't get the finalists them into all the sections. Then obviously it's a good one. All it we expect for the credibility, and of course the responsibility lies now into the people that we concerned. One, the ethics committee. Two, the electoral committee. These are people that we owe a lot to. They need for deliver well, because they don't deliver well. And if we see a call for changes, then let the changes be there. If they are called for letting the change, still this current presidency government, and made them it's called for letting do it, but then we they concern into that, made them make sure say yes, everything goes well, and they do the right thing. I believe yes, now that Sierra Leone, we only talk about football. We as football pundits, and this always we expect, because this so-called the alala which they describe always came too much now with Sierra Leone football business.
Okay. Concern Sierra Leone and within the in support for Sierra Leone football legend winner Mohamed Kalon get a press conference inside midweek in order for raise awareness and seek justice for Mohamed Kalon ahead of the SLFA elective congress next month, which will take place in Makeni also. Then we also launched a social media hashtag during the press conference with the slogan for better representation, give Kalon chance. Well, then the pictures of the press conference you did watch now the television. So, okay, welcome back to the program Winner Weekend Sports on SLBC Television, Channel 24. We kick out every weekend, Winner Sunday. Now, time for international. I bring you the very first international story. Inside the international, one for bring you the FA Cup match we play between Arsenal and Southampton, and that match they played at the St. Mary's Stadium. Arsenal have been the winners of the FA Cup last season, but sadly enough this season, not good for rights home abouts. Of course, Mohamed Souri win Abalo, I'm from the fans of Arsenal, and Arsenal don't come on at the FA Cup as Southampton beats them 1-0. Watch the highlights.
Да, тут можно и водички попить. И претензии, конечно, друг к другу. Но и тут же вот это похлопывание от Эктора Белерина. Давайте, ребята, забыли, поехали дальше.
Speed, which is still good. goals. He did travel the line, no one picking him up. Ward-Prowse, who can... Bertrand can play this in again. It bounces off Holding. It comes out to Ward-Prowse, and he wouldn't sit down for the volley he wanted.
Well, really impressive again from Southampton.
And Ketia, was he foul corner, which they elect to take short. Pepe to play it in. It's told to do it that way. Whether that might get reviewed at some point.
So, Paulo, you don't see your team don't suffer a defeat when Arsenal?
Of course, yes. The defending champion of the FA Cup, the immediate FA Cup, don't finally kick out from for this particular season. It was very much humiliating, and then we get an own goal, and we stand through till the end of the 90 minutes and additional time. And now Gabriel, we convert that particular own goal day for me inside that particular match day for me, and I will blame Arteta Small. The team selection was that too poor indeed. We all know players that we particularly done for Arsenal side in the what time we cooperated, and some of them played till the end of the 90 minutes. Many fans and nobody expect that, but trust me, for me now the team selection, I will blame the coach for this particular loss today.
Of course, in my analyst and also in the PRO for Bombali Shebora Football Club, where they would made at the studios this evening. Another story, 8 things where you know about the African star where they play for Liverpool, when Sadio Mane. Of course, Sadio Mane is a player where they admire, immense, or when Al Hadji Diouf, when a former Senegal player. And one thing also, Sadio Mane is a religious somebody, he come up from Islamic home in Papa Nabishek. Watch the 8 things where you know about Sadio Mane.
He's an undeniable superstar, but here's 8 things you didn't know about Sadio Mane. Number 1, his parents forbid him from playing football. Sadio Mane grew up in Bambali, Senegal, where he dreamed of becoming a footballer. There was only one problem. His parents forbid him from playing. No one from Sadio's village had ever played professional football before. His parents thought he was wasting his time. They wanted him to be a teacher. Unbelievable. Can you imagine Professor Sadio Mane? They thought football was a waste of time, and I'd never succeed at it. When Mane was growing up, people in his village called him Ronaldinho because of his playing style. Both were great players, and I was always watching them when I could. They were both very passionate players, skillful players who always had a smile on their faces. Number 4, his morning routine. Mane starts his morning the same way every day. I've always been someone who wakes up early, and as soon as I do, I'll take a shower and then pray. Shower, pray. Same routine every single day. Mane is religious and incorporates that into his life and daily routines. After praying and taking a shower, he heads to the club, and he says he's always the first one in training. That's the spirit of a champion. We wonder who would get there first between him and Ronaldo. Number 5, his favorite club. When Sadio was young, his favorite club was Olympique de Marseille. Most of the time I was watching the French league because at the time I loved Marseille. Marseille was my club, but sometimes I watched the Premier League and the Champions League as well. While Sadio used to love Marseille, his first club was Metz, also in France. Meanwhile, back in Senegal, the club that is fast becoming a favorite? Liverpool. In Senegal now, we all support Liverpool. We are very proud of Sadio being here and beating all the records, doing fantastically well. Number 6, he watches Game of Thrones, but has never played PlayStation. In his free time, Sadio likes to relax and rest so he can be fully fit. So he passes the time with friends watching the Queen of Dragons fight White Walkers in a short genius band for a chair or something. I don't know. I don't watch GOT. I'm just basing this off memes. Mane invites Naby Keita over and he said they play games. Board games, not video games, and watch movies or live football on TV. In fact, Mane has never played PlayStation before. I never liked it. I've never played it. I think it's something that wastes your time. I don't want to lose mine in return for nothing. Number 7, he's a bad cook. Sadio loves to eat healthy. In fact, he says if he could sit on his couch all day long and eat one thing, it would be fruit. But for him to have a good meal, he needs his chef Damien from Poland. To be honest, I'm a very bad cook, so I can only really make porridge myself. So that's why I have a chef. He knows by now that I am only interested in eating healthily, as he's been with me for 3 seasons. Number 8, he's very charitable and humble. Mane is not one for fancy cars or luxurious items. He's much more humble than the average superstar. I do not need to display luxury cars, luxury homes, trips, and even planes. I prefer that my people receive a little of what life has given me. He was caught on video last month helping Senegal's staff unload items from the team bus. Incredible! He also gives a lot back to the people in Senegal. He donated around $260,000 to build a school in Senegal. I built schools, a stadium. We provide clothes, shoes, food for people who are in extreme poverty. In addition, I give 70 euros per month to all people in a very poor region of Senegal, which contributes to their family economy. So now that you know so much about Mane, there's one more thing you should know. He has a very controversial opinion concerning his Liverpool teammates. He thinks Roberto Firmino has the team's best dance moves. Every single goal, he does something else, something different, and he really enjoys it.
Welcome back. The program now Weekend Sport. It gets live on SLBC Television, Channel 24 na Makeni. Now not time for give you the transfer as we didn't have the transfer window. Of course, one for give you this transfer updates and Mesut Ozil don't actually left Arsenal for join Fenerbahce, and Jack Wilshere also don't completely move to Bournemouth. For the full transfer, watch the transfer. final word in the program.
Of course, love is support football. We call upon stakeholders to waiting the Western Minister don't begin do, and don't call again for other colleagues, stakeholders, and we concern about football business. This we are coming out to Division 1. Now the Northern region get better representation. So with all that, now support will be very much paramount. It will be very much needed for the players then, and I want to plenty thing.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Well, Fambul now all this we get time for. Inside the program, we now Weekend Sports on SLBC Television, Channel 24, na Makeni. We bring come the program today. My name is Ibrahim Barrychina. I want to say plenty thank you to my cameraman and also my editor, we now manager Sanja of the Sanjenic Studio na Makeni. And I also want to say plenty thank you to the executive producer, we now station manager, Mr. Nasiruddin Kuma. On behalf of the team, continue to get a lovely weekend till next edition.